Good day and welcome. Thank you for joining me today playing the Starfield. Please hit like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Be awesome. We're loading. All right, here we are, level 72 now. The hull of a ship can't be damaged until the shields are down. You're wondering? Get my ship fixed. I think I damaged it.
You are our
Y'all, thank
guest.
you for liking. Much appreciated. Hello to you. Hello. How's my week? It's alright. I guess it's almost up, eh? Almost a new week. Long weekend coming up. We're in the house. See? Pick a mission. What do we want? Do Seek to joists. Got some stuff to do in volley here from the looks of it. Get that out of the way. Volley is down. Only 50% surveyed. That galaxy, eh? There we go. Going over there. Going over there. Going over everywhere, you know. About that. You can scan for contraband.
And that's it. Enjoy Neon.
There's like something in space here, I think. We turn our shields up. Crab drive on. They give the engine a little bit. Oh, it always resets itself. That's weird, eh? I think that shipment is on the planet. I think it's actually in space. Try over here. Guess that mission's done. That was an easy mission. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Oh my gosh.
Another planet without native life. All we need to concern ourselves with then is other visitors.
It's all surveyed, so gotta make my way to this cave. Wonder if I could have landed closer. Well, we want to admire the view and stuff, you know? And just run there. Ooh. Have fun without gravity. Ooh. 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 Iron here. Ooh. See this here? That's iron too. Blow it up, man. Caesar,
You
thank you
are
for
our
liking
guest.
and sharing. There we go. We got 3 pieces of iron in our effort.
Oh, not there. Okay, how about here? Ooh, that feels good.
We gotta find some xenon. There, that was easy. I wonder if we can teleport from here. We can.
No indigenous life signs. One less thing to worry about, I suppose.
Well, that was easy. I wonder where Layla is. Met her in a swamp down in Dagobah, where she traveled all the time and looked like a carbonated soda. SODA soda. Appears beyond Mars. Who Layla is, I can't remember. How's my inventory doing? I got still some extra weapons, I guess. Yeah, I should really equip that.
How's it going? Take your time and ask me if you need. Cool. That's what we do here.
You are our guest.
Scotty, thank you for liking. I missed you. Haven't seen you for days. Oh man, he ran out of money.
Come back anytime.
You're playing Fortnite game. Well, what about the
Seal this off and make it happen. Another visually
You're not telling me the scores here. Not supposed to abandon me just because you're playing Fortnite. Gotta find out about Belfry, how it's doing.
Hey, you know why they call this the Red Planet? Because it's not the moon! Thank you. I'll be here all week. Ah, didn't think we had any new miners on account of the positions being full up. Oh, I wasn't worried. Concerned, maybe. Because we haven't had any positions open for a while. And some friends of mine were turned away recently. I just want to make sure nothing funny was going on. Anyway, I'm Layla. When I'm not mining, I'm tinkering with Gnome, our unofficial mascot. I fill that computer brain of his with all sorts of nonsense and announcements. Of course, if you're here to chat, I'm always happy to talk shop. Especially if you're interested in talking about the Heart of Mars.
Heart of Mars?
This is only my second contract, so I think I've been here for what, 4 years now. It's great. I love it here. I'm working on getting those red eyes that are all the rage these days, you know. You'll hear a lot of these other chumps complaining about Sidonia. They say it's boring or dangerous or whatever. Look, I come from an ice planet. These people have no idea what they're talking about. Sidonia is practically paradise compared to where I grew up. Very funny. Who sent you to ask? Was it Rivka? No, she seems to know what she's doing. I bet it was Hank, wasn't it? He always acts like he's top dog, but we all know he couldn't mine his way out of a wet paper bag.
Yeah, it was Hank. What a loser.
Yes. I remember that about you. You must work for a rival company. Well, if you think I'm going to divulge trade secrets, you got another thing coming. No, don't worry. I won't report you to management. We've all been there. But I'm not going to help you either. I like this job. I don't have any intention of losing it over something like this. Yeah. Gnome's been down here forever. He's also been broken forever. Can't actually walk or do work, and we don't have it in the budget to fix him. No one's had the heart to junk him. But when I started, I gave him new purpose. I programmed him to tell us local news and announcements. I modeled his responses after my own sarcastic sense of humor. It proved to be popular, so I did what any aspiring comedian would do and gave him a bunch of stupid jokes to tell. People love it. Or at least that's what they say.
Hope we get to hear some of those jokes.
Why? I mean, who wouldn't want cool blood red eyes? It's kind of a badge of honor thing around here. People know you're hot stuff when you got red eyes. Also, it freaks people who don't know about them. Except for little kids. They always seem to think it's awesome. Either way, it makes for fun social gatherings. Oh, so you're interested in the heart of Mars, are you? Word is there's a cave out in the Martian wastes with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen. It's worth quite a lot of credits, but some say the heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it.
You are our guest.
That's to thank you for
Every
liking.
one of them met a grisly fate. Maybe, just maybe, you could be the first to succeed, though. You know, if
You
think got
are
what it
our
takes.
guest.
No judgment if you're too scared.
Stephanie, thank you for liking. Hello, hello.
Fair question. I'm not really the adventurous type, to be honest. And frankly, I don't need the money. So, I don't really feel the need to involve myself with the prospect of a potentially deadly cursed chunk of titanium. Because in Roman mythology, Mars was the god of war. His heart is cold, but tough like titanium. One of the miners started calling it that long ago, and the name stuck. Seems fitting enough. What? No. I mean, maybe the cursed part isn't real, but who am I to say? Look, I told you what I know. You can either choose to believe me or not. All I can say is
I
that
saw a
if
thing that
Mars
was
is
talking
haunted
about
by the curse, you'll be a
how this
legend around
Australian woman set a Guinness World Record for riding the biggest wave in Hawaii. Like 4 stories tall, the wave. Paddled out to it.
You seem pretty confident. Who knows, maybe you really will be the first. You'd certainly make history around here if you find it and live to tell. I'll share the coordinates of the cave with you. Remember to be wary out there, and best of luck.
Caution.
Leaving already.
Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors. Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
I got a little bit of everything. Take a look.
Take a look. All these notebooks. There we go. Clean things out a bit.
Be safe out there.
Okay, where's the heart of Mars? Appears to be by this cave. Must investigate. What'd you vote for, Stephanie?
Exploration requires courage, and in this case, a functional suit.
Doot, 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 doot. Pop goes the world. Doot. Voted yes. Maybe Esther voted no, eh? Somebody voted no anyway. We're looking for a heart of glass. The time has come to pass. Why I'm okay. Okay, thank you very much. Solar radiation there, apparently. How do you extract it? Pretty good lighting in here. Something supposed to be there? What did I have for dinner? I had roast beef and some noodles. Roast beef! You like roast beef? People said it's a little bit bugged. Hmm. Let's try to reload. Shepherd's pie and fries and salad. Nice. That before I talk to her? Try it. Well, was it good? Is that the same cave? You eat a lot of shepherd's pie. Like one of your favorites,
No
I think.
organics here. Valuable minerals, perhaps.
Seems to be underground. That's the oldest one too. Guess we're not doing that mission until they fix it. Trevor's in Sidonia too. Turn off our headlight. We have FOMO there, hear that?
You know, I believe we've got the best mining team ever assembled here. Welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you. Name's Trevor, mining director for the Deimos mining project here in scenic underground Sidonia. I could spare a minute or two to chat, so long as you're not looking for mining work, I suppose. Oh, that! Oh, nothing to worry about. We do fracking on Mars with subterranean particle detonations. Those announcements are just to let people know when to expect them. Now, you probably felt the rumble when the detonations actually go off. That's all it is. Not too bad, eh? Basically, it's high-tech mining. We use immensely powerful controlled particle detonations deep underground to loosen up subterranean gases and other difficult-to-gather resources so we can harvest them. Sounds way more dangerous than it is. Probably. Actually, it's still pretty dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, no worries, mate. I can totally see how it'd be odd if you're not used to it. Just sit down, or be sure you're within reach of something to hold on to if the quaking makes you uneasy, and you'll be fine. Not so bad for one of the oldest mines in the settled systems. We struggle with the lack of decent equipment, but we work hard and make up for it. As I'm sure you know, we're responsible for supplying resources to Deimos Star Yards, which in turn is responsible for supplying UC naval vessels. That, among other major projects, makes us one of the United Colony's most important mining operations. The prestige and pay that comes with it almost makes up for being stationed at the arse end of the settled systems in the middle of nowhere. Yep, that's me. Joined up with Deimos when I was just 17 as a mining gopher. Go for this, go for that, you know how it is. I worked hard, proved myself capable, and got the promotion to mining director about 6 years ago, after the old boss retired. Some of the older guys resent me, but I give everyone a lot of leeway as long as they meet their quotas. So that keeps them happy enough. The who's and what's it's? Sorry, mate. I've got no idea what you're on about. Sounds made up if you ask me. But then again, maybe the other miners have been inventing some jargon I'm not familiar with. Best to ask around. Argos, huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. That's great, but yeah. Unfortunately, all our mining contracts are filled right now. Unless... maybe you could help me out with a job. Off the books. the enthusiasm. Do yourself a favor and get to know some of the miners. It'll remind you what you're doing this for. Anyway, I'm getting off track. See, you might have noticed that our equipment ain't exactly holding together like it used to. Problem is, we can't get new equipment unless we start exceeding our quotas. And we can't do that until we get new equipment. A real dilemma, right? I've got a plan for solving our little problem, though. Okay, glad you're still on board. First, I need someone from the outside to bolster our yields so we can prove that we can exceed our quota. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details after you've hauled up some ore. One standard quota should do. I need to know I can trust you with the easy stuff first. Yeah, don't you think I want to? Corporate sets the contracts and they're not giving out anymore, so we work with what we've got. Something to do with insurance, benefits, and other liabilities. So I don't make the rules. When you've got enough, drop it off in the bin over there for processing. Then come see me.
Only employees of Deimos Staryard's mining division are authorized to mine resources in and around Sidonia. It is your civic duty to report any unauthorized mining to Sidonia Security.
Gather iron, I got 4.
If there were any doubt as to Sidonia's importance to the United Colonies and its industry, this certainly puts it to rest.
See any iron around?
Hey, be careful not to point that thing at me.
Where are you? Well, there we go. Looks like it crashed. So, essentially after the video froze up, I guess.
Welcome to Deimos Staryard. If you have business,
I went and bought some iron, turned it in, and he told me to apply for the job as an assistant. I don't know, the computer decided to take a poop, I guess.
See military.
Couldn't handle the Australian supervisor.
You are our guest.
Thank you for liking Esta, much appreciated.
I wish Deimos
Revoting and
was
stuff.
military.
Years he's been an executive administrator, other corporate assistant. I don't know, 1 to 4 years. Bachelor's. Wow. What does whiskey neat mean, Esta? You work at a pub, don't you? I don't know if it's been regular. It's probably been about a month since it did it now.
You are our guest.
Thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Don't forget to re-vote, you guys. I don't know. There's probably something conflicted with something else. Maybe the heat. Who knows? When I'm streaming, it's a lot of stuff running, so. Everything's liquid cooled except for the streaming card.
You are our guest.
Walter, thank you for liking. So what's whiskey neat, Esta? Thought it was your end. Yeah, no, just once in a while. But it has been a while. It's been about a month, I think. Just a sign, you know. I saw the sign. I opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. The computer says, you know, stop streaming. Sometimes, you know, thought that, you know, I was streaming too much or something. I should just stream once a week on Tuesdays or something. Esther's not going to tell me what whiskey neat is she? Tell me what whiskey neat is. Come on, somebody. What is it? The 43 milliliter shot of whiskey served in a glass at room temperature. Oh, it's with whiskey neat is I just thought it was something else. Huh. VIP arrives at the office for a meeting with executive who's explicitly running late. Malfunction prevents the executive starship from starting up. They need to go on an important off-world meeting soon. What course of action? BRB. You did. It's probably because I'm like 30 seconds behind you. I didn't see your comment until after that. Executive contracts you and ask you to see them in their office in the middle of the night. They hire me after that.
Are inexorably tied together. If one fails, the other does.
If Trevor's down on the planet. Oops. There we go. You got thunderstorms coming. As AC/DC said, you may be thunderstruck. That's lame that I'm getting scanned when I was just on their space station. You've been thunderstruck. I saw AC/DC in concert on their Money Talks tour. Oh, Esther must have liked that one. Send some stars for Star. Better put some star icons up. Ah, thunder. See the stars? Where's the little thing should pop up here? There it is. Hello. Thank you for the stars. Much appreciated. Yeah, it was a good concert back in the day, AC/DC. LA Guns was the opener. And that was in, I think, AC/DC's prime, really, for the Back in Black tour. That Thunderstruck album. That's probably their best album, I would think. What do you think? Do you think that's a good their best album? I assume that you're familiar with it.
Around here, people tend not to poke their noses into other people's business.
Don't worry.
Whoa, hold on there. Are you supposed to be down here? You could get hurt without proper safety training. Oh, Argos. Didn't know anyone actually survived their operations. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I know Argos. They're good people. Their safety record's actually pretty good. Stand to beef up their security, I hear. But that's neither here nor there. I'm Salmon. Not Sammy, not Sam, Salmon. I don't do nicknames.
Salmon? I don't think I've ever heard that name before.
What seems like forever. So what I'm saying is, if you have questions, no one here knows these mines better than I do. Yeah, I get it. I'm old. To answer your question, though, no. This is the life for me, and I'm gonna do it until I'm dead or can't do it anymore. Whichever comes first. All I know is that it's bad news. If you go out looking for it, you're gonna have a bad time.
I'm gonna have a bad time because it's bugged.
Trust me on this one. Forget you heard anything about it and move on. It's not worth your trouble.
I have to wait for a patch.
Not much. Been mining this rock for longer than anyone. Going on 30 years.
They have red eyes because they're on Mars, you know.
You ask, I don't talk about my life before that. I do, and it's gonna stay that way, since I don't have any reason to trust you yet. Adios.
Hey, buddy, I just really want to talk to this guy behind you.
Trust me, this is the best shot we've got at getting that request approved. Okay, now we need to ensure you get hired. Basically, we'll need to make sure you're the...
Stephanie, this is how Esther talks too, you know.
You'll need to get access to the HR terminal in the corporate office upstairs on the main level. If you delete the other applications from the system, you'll be a shoo-in. Believe me, if you knew Tia, you wouldn't worry. I'll be honest, she's so overworked and behind in her tasks that I don't even think she knows there are any applications. That's a good point, though. Once your application is in, I'll ping her and ask her to take a look to see if any applications came in for me. That should get her to finally take a look. See yours, and if all goes well, she'll hire you on the spot. I happen to know that the HR director, Tia, and the other women in the office tend to go to the Broken Spear for happy hour at 5 every evening. That's your window of opportunity. That's the spirit! Believe me, this is gonna help everyone. By the way, the HR password is password spelled backwards, which Tia thinks is pretty clever. She gets talkative during happy
I think a
hour.
lot of people use that password, to be honest.
Everyone doesn't know her password, honestly. Anyway, should be pretty easy. Good luck.
Hey, Esta, did you see in the Discord there was, I tagged you. Hopefully I tagged the right Esta because there's more than one. Somebody posted some Dreamlight Valley codes. You get some free items if you put those codes in.
I could never leave these people behind. I've warmed up to Mars since I came. Have a good day.
Well, thanks.
Unless you're a Deimos employee, I can't remember the
Earliest around here. Desperate to remain relevant.
Guess I gotta wait till 5.
Sometimes I feel like mining must be a fun job. Why would we keep getting so many applicants?
It's like 2:35, 4:45. No. 13 is what? 12. 1:35. So 2:35, 3:35, 4:45. Are you gonna make me kick you? Refresh your browsers, everybody. You don't want to look at the spam.
Do you work for me?
Poor people. ruin their chances of getting a job.
Need a moment to walk that off?
Trust me, this is the best, and I can say that I've got some good news for you. I just saw the company message go out that you've been hired as Peter's assistant. Congratulations.
Don't forget to refresh if you want to get rid of the spam. I don't know why that guy keeps spamming. You'd think that me deleting his messages would give him a hint.
Not really, and neither should you. Either those applications were old and those people have moved on, or as soon as you disappear after this, they'll get to hiring again. They won't. I'll tell you a little secret. No one really cares too much. I'm not saying anyone's bad at their job, just that everyone's too busy and overworked to care. Seriously, no worries, mate.
It's not a way to get extra business to your YouTube page, buddy.
Next step should be easy. Just go to work for Peter, and when you get access to his terminal messages, you'll see my request. All you've got to do...
If you could still see him,
right on with it. Then,
you have to click the dots beside him and all that stuff, just like usual, I think.
Citizens are advised to take caution near the military outpost.
Although I suspended him for 15 minutes.
Fire exercises. It is also advised to use only approved ship landing pads, as the UC Marines are not responsible for hull damage caused by stray munitions.
I don't think there's anything really to report him about. He's just being annoying.
Oh, you're finally back. I feel like you've been gone for ages. Do you know how tough this job is without an assistant? Oh, what happened to the old one? You know what, never mind. When they told me how poorly you did on your application questions, I had my doubts. But at least you showed up on time, so maybe there's hope.
I did poorly on the application.
Let's get to work. Not quite. I need you to do something much more important before you get to that. I'm expecting a personal shipment. I'm not sure why, but the last time this happened, my assistant ended up speaking to Governor Hurst about it. Now, run off and get it for me. What's in the shipment? A good assistant knows it's not their place to ask. Bad assistants get fired. Mediocre assistants get... You know what? I forgot where I was going with this, but it doesn't matter. Just get it for me, will you? Also, I don't quite remember. But it is important, that I know. I could, but we'd be wasting valuable time, so no. Oh, do they cover nothing in orientation anymore? No, strike that. We got rid of orientation, didn't we? Anyway, it's not important. Your job is easy. You do what I ask, and that's pretty much it. I'm surprised you've forgotten that's the... All right, no assistant. I keep forgetting. I don't know. At first I thought I had multiple assistants that rotated in and out, but it seems I've only ever had one at a time and they all just stopped showing up. I believe my last assistant was supposed to get me some coffee, but never came back. I honestly wasn't listening to whatever they were crying about. Have a good one.
All right, we gotta go get something.
I couldn't be prouder than to govern the UC's first...
Good save, you know.
major space colony. Ah, hello. Welcome. I don't usually have time to speak with random people off the street, but I'd be happy to help if it's something quick. What can I do for you?
Check under general chat. Making me work here. I can't even read that. It's so small. Yeah, you gotta refresh your screen if you haven't refreshed. The message kind of stays around, you know, until you refresh or you're new.
Listen. I'm sure you're nice, but this silence is awkward. Something important, huh? Well, lay it out for me. Considering I don't really know you, I'm not sure how to answer that. But Cydonia is a beacon of industry. There's plenty of work to go around. If you have mining experience, you may wish to check with whoever the current Deimos mining director is. Or maybe check with the Deimos Star Yard corporate office. If those aren't your speed, then there are a number of local businesses that are always looking for help. Well, I've been appointed governor, going on 20 years now, I believe. Every day, I am passionate about serving the hard-working people of Mars. I look out for their interests, I support their prosperity, and in return, they help make the United Colonies a...
Don't click on the link if you could still see it. Just refresh your page and it'll be gone. You never know if it's like something viral. Getting ready for work.
You mean besides being the most important city of industry to our proliferation across
What's work today?
Well, this is the home of Deimos Star Yards, which perfected grav drive technology and made honest-to-goodness space travel truly possible. And to this day, our mines and manufacturing are instrumental in delivering resources used throughout the United Colonies. We may not outshine fancier cities like New Atlantis on its surface, but without Cydonia, there would be no United Colonies. Cydonia is not much of a tourist destination, unless you're interested in humanity's first major colony outside of Earth. But if you're not here for work, and you're looking to kill some time, I'm told the Martian surface is great for hiking. Beautiful scenery, assuming you like shades of red. If you're looking to kick back after that and experience Martian nightlife, the Broken Spear is as good a local watering hole as any. Well then, you've been quite busy making a name for yourself, haven't you? Oh, it's okay. You can drop the act with me.
It sounds as though you have been spying on us, Governor.
Not exactly spying. Word gets around and I'm one to listen when it does. I like to know what goes on in my city. So look, I admire a go-getter like yourself. You're not in trouble unless you make trouble. And I don't think you're the type. I know you're not really Mr. Brennan's assistant. I don't know exactly what you're up to, but I have little reason to suspect you're up to no good. So let's cut to brass tacks. What can I do for you? Word travels fast around Cydonia. It's my business to know these things. Frankly, I'm not worried about you. As long as you play your cards right, it'll stay that way. Oh, I know exactly what happened to that shipment. However, I suspect Mr. Brennan neglected to tell you that I'm holding it due to his immense backlog of unpaid taxes. Then again, he may be unaware. Look, I'll tell you what. I'll release that shipment for you. But I'm going to need a favor first, since you seem to be adept at keeping quiet. See, my personal spacecraft was stolen, likely by Crimson Fleet pirates. I need someone to find it. Then I need that someone to destroy it. Discreetly. I need tight lips on this. Well, this is a tricky situation indeed. Not to get bogged down in details, but assuming this is the work of pirates, it's best to destroy the ship and everybody on board. Makes it cleaner for insurance purposes. Oh, it's a few reasons.
I am sister.
In their process. Also, it's a bit of an embarrassment for a sitting governor to lose a ship, so I'd rather that not get out. I'm sure you understand. Then we have an agreement. I'll send you to the ship's last known location. Remember, not a word of this leaves this room.
A reminder that particle detonation can occur.
We're gonna go destroy a ship, I guess. We just capture it.
Hey, friend. Don't mean to bother you, but I could really use some help here. Hey, you. Yeah, it is good to see someone out here. I've been drifting alone here for 2 days without help.
Oh, really? Oh, weird. It's gone on my screen. And don't click on it just in case it's a virus, but too bad it stuck around. You could just block them too if you wanted to.
Well, shit. Hold on. Maybe we can make a deal. We've got something you might find interesting. And if that doesn't do it, we've got creds. All you have to do is come aboard. Yes. Come aboard. Just don't try anything stupid. I'm sure you know how that will go.
Hey, Dad? Will you read to me tonight?
You are our guest.
Abu, thank you for liking.
Okay, that's far enough. Now you know I'm not as alone and helpless as you thought. So think about how you want to handle this. You've got two choices. We need ship parts to repair our busted craft drive. Hand them over along with your ship, and maybe we'll let you leave. Or we dust you and take it anyway. You've got to the count of 20 before I make that choice for you. I did. You're wasting it. You mean to parlay? Countdown's over. Consider my curiosity piqued. You're clearly bluffing. No one would be that crazy. I didn't think you were a fool. I'm listening. Easy. Maybe this doesn't have to get ugly. Okay. Enough talk. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'll even help you on your way. I have an incriminating letter from Hearst himself. I'm sure it's valuable to an enterprising individual such as yourself. I don't care what you do with it. Rip it up, use it for blackmail, whatever. I'll give it to you. So long as we get to keep this ship. Deal? Come on. You really need me to spell it out for you? Hearst is a politician. Politicians are susceptible to blackmail. Or if you really want to see fireworks on Mars, I'm sure there is someone in a position of authority in Sidonia that you could turn that into as evidence of corruption. Not like it's going to paint a target on our backs any bigger than we already have. It's sure to stir up trouble for local politics. Seems like a win to me. A shame, but thanks for bringing us your ship.
We'll negotiate with you.
Not the best you can do.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Well, I took a few hits in that fight. There's more troops in here. Holy crap, they have a huge crew. What did I just pick up? Well, too bad, Sylvia, I guess. I think that this mayor probably wanted me to cover up this girl's death, probably. Oh, he's having an affair. He stole a ship. Didn't ask the SysDef agent.
Separation complete.
Oh, I thought I'd be showing it to the SysDef people. Oh.
effect on some people. Make sure to get yourself help before. Keep your eyes peeled for signs of terraform activity.
Welcome to Sidonia Security. I'm Commander Vincent Woodard, Chief of Planetary Security and former head of the Red Devils program here on Mars. I tend to deal with security at a high governmental level, whereas my associate Booth over there handles day-to-day security issues. So if you're looking to report a minor crime or misdemeanor, see him. But if there's something I can help you with, feel free to ask. That's a pretty serious accusation. I assume you have proof of these alleged illicit activities? Well, he's a governor. If what you say is true and you have evidence against him, he'll be charged with felonies. I assume he'd step down ahead of this and turn himself in, but if not, he'd be arrested. Then there'll be a formal trial back in New Atlantis. If convicted, he'll likely serve jail time, plus any applicable fines. I'm sure they'd have to find a new governor. It's pretty rare for something like this to happen. So this is all an educated guess. Let me take a look at that. Well, this doesn't look good for Hurst. I'll say that. You did the right thing by coming to me. I'll take it from here. The United Colonies thanks you for your vigilance.
Ship's out there in space.
For doing the right thing? No. This action benefits the entire city. The reward is that we get justice against a corrupt politician.
Oh, there's no Crime Stoppers?
Tell you what, I'll do you a favor. Go ahead and finish whatever deal you had with Hurst. I'll wait to take care of him until after that. Just don't let him know we spoke about this. I don't want him running, and you don't want to lose whatever leverage you've got with him. I can tell you, Sidonia appreciates it.
Do your part to keep Sidonia free.
Thing working still? Still watching the stream. Oop.
Time is money, love. So if you've got something to say,
Made some Canuck poutine and eggs. I wonder if this guy has it.
Take your time and ask me if you need anything. Cool. That's what we do here.
Nope.
Come back anytime.
I sure hope you... It's good to see you. I'm eager to conclude our business. Did you, take care of my little problem?
You are our guest.
Timothy, thank you for liking.
Oh, not there. Okay,
Thank
how
you
about
for
here? Ooh, that feels good.
Sharon, too.
Good. I'll release Mr. Brennan's shipment to you as promised. I'll even defer his taxes as a little bonus. You really helped me out of this bind.
The Crime Stoppers.
It's a long way, but I hope I'm never in need of your help like this again.
This guy wanted me to blow up his ship that got away. For insurance purposes, I just left it floating in outer space after I killed everybody on board. I found evidence he was cheating on his wife.
Office of the Governor. Hello. Do you have business with Governor Hurst? I see. Well, luckily, Governor Hurst enjoys visitors, and his schedule is fairly empty at the moment. I see no problem with it. You're very welcome.
I was expecting them to turn me away.
Do you work for me? It's hard to keep track these days. My shipment. Do you have it yet? No. Was it difficult? I guess I never thought about it since you... I mean, my previous assistants just showed up with it whenever I asked. Oh, that's nice. Thanks for getting this for me. Now, could you be a pal and get to my computer messages? Oh, they've been piling up while you were gone, and I need you to respond to them for me. Here's my password. Just make sure your replies sound like they're coming from me. I have a reputation to maintain. Have a good one.
And this guy's personal assistant. Oh, look at this email. Well, that's from his last assistant. Safety dance. Safety dance was good. I guess they get 15 days paid time off.
It's amazing how smoothly our mining operations run with me in charge. I can't recall the last time we've had any major issues. Oh, you're done?
That was a funny little adventure.
I hope I didn't. I wonder what's taking Hank so long. I saw. Good work. See? I knew having someone on the inside like that would work out. I've already put it in order for the equipment. I was going to ask you to pick it up for me, but there's a problem. One of my guys, Hank Ferraro, offered to go. I tried to tell him he'd be more useful sticking to his job here, but he insisted, and he was already on his way out before I could stop him. But it shouldn't be taking this long. Just a quick trip to Gagarin and back. I'm concerned. I could use some help with this. I don't know. Maybe he got hit by pirates. Maybe he's out of fuel, drifting. Maybe he just stopped for chunks. Anyway, something's up, and it doesn't seem good. Since you've proven yourself so skilled in so many ways, I was hoping to call on you for it. So, you in? Oh, thanks. This is a huge help. You'll be happy to know I actually carved out some of the budget so I can pay you for all of your assistance. We don't currently have much information to go on. I'd suggest checking with Sidonia's ship services over at the starport first. They'd be the last person I know that's seen Hank. It's all I've got without sending you all the way to Gagarin to retrace his steps. Good luck.
Or Hank. And without hats is a yes. He seems to be winning right now. Still haven't found any eggs or poutine yet. Probably gonna go for some delicious bannock in a couple days. Maybe I'll go there for breakfast on Saturday. You never had any? There's a song that the title of the stream today is "Up Goes the World." Men without hats.
Need some work done? Got anything you need to offload? Trade authorities always... Sure thing. We'll get it fixed up. Good as new.
Pretty good song too.
Let's see here. Hank. No one by that name. Oh, wait. Here we go. Henry Ferraro. Hank's gotta be his nickname. Yeah, he's been through here. Took his ship and departed. Actually, it looks like he came back into Mars space recently. But he didn't land here at the spaceport. The ship diverted and landed outside the city a ways. Nothing out of the ordinary. Got a ship and left. Tried and failed to get a discount on fueling up. That's about it. I've been doing this job for years, and I can't think of many reasons someone would come in for landing, but divert somewhere else. I've seen people try to offload some sort of contraband that way, but usually they don't do a flyby of the port before doing so. And scans would have picked it up, so I don't know. You're gonna have to ask him yourself, if you manage to track him down, that is. Yeah, something seems off about this. You're probably right that you need to work this out with your boss. Maybe some wires got crossed. Anyway, good luck and good day to you.
Good day! Plus I finally repaired my ship. You missed on the time when I turned to level 69, Timothy. Up goes the world. Naturally, I played the sound effect when my character got to level 69. Oh, you were here. And, you know, this guy's in, like, the worst spot.
I wonder what's taking Hank's... I hope I didn't make a mistake by letting Hank go. That's a little suspicious. Why would he do that? Moreover, why wouldn't he return with the goods? Something's definitely up. I asked around while you were gone. Some of his co-workers mentioned there's been a little extra, well, Hank lately. In particular, he was cursing up a storm about work and about his co-workers. Said some things that make me think his intentions here were not pure. Anyway, he's not too bright. Maybe he's still here in Sidonia. Check the Broken Spear. He frequently goes there to drink. We need to get to the bottom of this. Well, see if you can get him to admit it first, and if he does, see if you can get it back from him. If he resists, or otherwise won't tell you what we need to know, then we may have to turn him in. I trust that Sidonia security will bust him good, but he may not tell him where our stuff is. So see if you can at least get that out of him first. Hey, I'm not going to tell you how to do your job. I will say that I won't officially tell you to do anything to him. But he's been surly as of late, and always had a weird chip on his shoulder. So if it comes to that, you do what you need to do to protect yourself. Dunno. Hank's kind of a weird guy. He never fit in with the team. Tended to act a little sketchy. Always figured he'd be done after one contract. Guy like Hank, maybe he's just looking to sell it on the black market and earn an extra paycheck. Can't say for sure.
Hank, that guy that talked to me earlier.
Remember, it's most important that we find out where the equipment is. We can always deal with Hank later. We've got to do it before we lose track of it, before it gets sold, moved, or worse. And we've got to hope to whatever higher power you believe in that it wasn't jettisoned into space. We've got our work cut out for us. Good luck.
I can always fill out another form. I'll just go on that guy's computer.
Howdy. Hello. It takes guts and character to be a miner out here. What? Standing around pointing a cutter at some rocks all day? It sucks, but it's easy, so whatever. Way better than my last job at Chunks, though. My story. My story.
You are our guest.
But thank you for liking the stream.
I'm just messing. But really, I don't want to talk about myself. What? No. She's never told me about it. Hold on. Is there some big thing everyone knows about that they're just keeping from me? probably think I can't keep a secret. Fine! I don't want to have anything to do with their stupid Mars harp or whatever it is anyway. Questions, huh? Let me buy you a beer first. Suit yourself. Anyway, I seen you talking to Trevor. What's someone like you doing sticking your nose where it doesn't belong? You're right. I didn't want to bring it back, so I took it. I had to. Those guys all think I'm some kind of joke. And I'm stuck with this stupid 3-year contract. I can't afford to break it. So, screw Deimos, screw Trevor and all the other miners. Losing that equipment's the last straw for them. Did he tell you that? One last failure in a string of failures to meet quotas. It'll be layoffs for everyone, and I won't owe Deimos a damn credit. No, maybe. I don't know. You know what? Who cares? It's my plan, and I'm already doing it. How could I? You'd do it too if your coworkers never took you seriously. I'm always showing them how much better I am than them, and all they do is laugh and talk behind my back. They think I don't hear them, but I do. They say I'm a show-off, that I'm not good at what I do. So screw them. This whole planet sucks. Everyone here is a friggin' loser. Shit. You're right. Fine. You got me. You say I take you to the goods and we bring it back. You can even say you found it. Just don't turn me in, alright?
Good afternoon.
Relax, hotshot. I ain't gonna shoot you in the back, if that's what you're worried about. Just, follow me. We're going outside.
Your instincts are correct here, I think. Hank is not to be trusted.
You think Hank's gonna try to kill us?
Hello.
Is it gonna end peacefully? Stephanie likes to predict whether things are gonna end peacefully sometimes.
We're almost there.
You guess it's okay? What's the mid game is what you're saying? Heck, why didn't it open? I saw that they're bringing that Harry Potter game to Switch. Better start saving up. Exciting following him.
Man, I'm impressed you figured it all out on your own. I thought I was being real careful. It was so easy, right? Boss man Trevor's so loud sometimes, you know? And I got good hearing, so I overheard you all talking about this equipment. I knew what it meant to everyone and how screwed they'd all be without it. And then Trevor just lets me go pick it up because he thought I was showing initiative. It really was the perfect plan.
The Hogwarts game's not interesting for you. But, like, aren't you the ultimate Harry Potter fan?
You know, it's too bad. I bet I could have made bank on selling this stuff. What do you think? 500 grand? Cool meal, maybe? But where would I even have sold it? Not like I would have been able to march pallets of mining equipment down to Jane's without anyone noticing. Probably best we're returning it, because what a nightmare that would have been trying to offload it. And trying to destroy it all would have been another huge pain in the ass. It's mostly metal, right? What was I thinking?
You trust this guy?
Somewhere remote and buried it? Dump it all in one of the old mines and forget about it? Huh, but then you would have been real screwed, huh? Good thing you found me before I did that. Am I right?
Before Harry time. Is that like how they do BBY, Battle Before Yavin? For Star Wars, this BBH, Battle Before Harry?
I had to park my ship off a ways so they wouldn't find it right away. I'm sure you get it. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Didn't think I'd be going all the way back so soon. At least you won't have to walk all the way back, eh? I mean, you know, maybe we'll take the ship back to port and let someone else unload it, save ourselves the hassle of hauling it all.
You better predict if this is going to end peacefully, Stephanie. You got to predict soon. You just mentioned that I won't have to walk back. It's like the movie. There's lots of stuff that are related to the movie.
All right, that's enough. Now face me, so I don't have to shoot you in the back. You didn't think I'd just reveal my plan, and then let you walk away while knowing everything, did you? Damn, you're dumber than I thought.
Oh, it doesn't look like you got the prediction in yet. This fight will end peacefully?
No, we got a problem we can't resolve. Namely, you know too much. If you ask me, maybe it's not crazy enough. What do I care about any of them? Burn it all to the ground for all I care. Not if I convince them you were behind it the whole time, newcomer. And after I kill you, I look like a hero. I'm still talking. Maybe I did. Yeah, nobody wants that. Damn it. You're right. What the hell am I doing? This is freaking stupid, even for me. This whole idea, I barely thought it through. I just acted because it seemed like my only shot. I really don't want to hurt anyone. I'm in too deep and I don't know what to do. I know I don't deserve it, but will you help me? Please? What? Just because I'm a minor, I can't have nice things? It was my old man's. He gave it to me when he got his new one. It's older and it's got some issues, but I've been trying to fix it up in my spare time. This was my first big test run of it. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't if I were in your shoes. I can start by giving you my gun to prove I won't try to kill you. That's about all I can really do. For real, you made me see what I'm doing is wrong.
He wants to punch me now.
I don't like it, but you might be onto something. If I come clean, maybe it'll go easy on me, especially if you tell them what happened here. Fine, I'll do it. It's the right thing to do. And hey, at least they'll probably void my contract. Gotta look on the bright side, I guess.
I am not sure he deserves anyone going easy on him. But at least you managed to keep this from becoming worse.
How long do you think they'll, keep me for? Yeah. I know you probably don't believe me now, but I do. I messed up real bad. I was just so angry, you know? Thought it was a good idea to get back at everyone. But for what? Like, it would have actually shut them down. See? The whole plan was stupid. And even if I had a better plan, what the hell was I thinking? What? Am I too much for you?
Turning everybody in today. Got 2 criminals in one day for them. Sega does what Nintendo don't. Remember that commercial?
You are our guest.
Move on, thank you for liking.
Sergeant Booth at your service. If you have a security-related concern, bring it up to me. As much as someone's last name is a nickname, friends, acquaintances, and other locals call me Booth. You can call me Sergeant Booth. Not if I've got anything to say about it. For real, though. I don't know if it's because everyone's too busy working, or if it's because of the military presence, but crime's pretty low. We get the occasional drunken brawls, petty thefts and stuff, but Sidonia ain't exactly a hotbed of crime. We're not Neon. Yeah, I heard it's run by a bunch of the people behind the old Red Devils, but it's no longer run under the military. They're taking a science-based approach instead. Of course, instead of using Xenos as a bioweapon in warfare, they're waging war against Terramorphs using other, bigger Xenos. Seems like that could backfire spectacularly. They're free to make their own mistakes. Call it what you want. TMD or whatever. I'm over and done with anything related to the Red Devils. Well, it ain't drugs if that's what you're worried about. You'll notice it happens to minors and anyone else that's been down in the Red Martian dust too long. Nothing to worry about any more than anyone else around here. Used to be a sign someone was ready for the Red Devils. And some of the ex-Red Devils still think they're a big deal. They ain't as badass as they think they are. And any that do have a chip on their shoulder and cause trouble, well, I'll put them in their place. Be seeing you around. Watch out for the robots. Keep on the straight and narrow, and there won't be anything to worry about.
It's true. I stole the brand new mining equipment that my boss ordered for us. But now that I've had some sense talked into me, I realize how shitty that is. I know it was a dick move, and I'll serve whatever sentence you've got for me.
You can confirm this?
Again, I'm real sorry, but I'll do the time and make things right.
It's rare that we get a criminal turning himself in like this. And the fact that there's no real damage to speak of is going to help his case. I'm sure those will both be points in his favor. Good work, and thanks. All right, let's get you booked and locked up. You've already done enough to mess things up for yourself. Don't make it any harder.
Yeah, I know.
We're chilling out in that
Used
cell.
to think I was Vanguard material, until I discovered that space travel turns my stomach in knots.
There we are. We're just like Sherlock Holmes here.
I know people say it's a scam, but I really think I should take a shot.
Turned in the governor.
Any luck? Yeah, I heard. Booth left me a message saying that Hank stole the goods, but then he had a change of heart and turned himself in. Crazy. I knew Hank was problematic, but I never suspected he'd do something like this. At least he had the good sense to come clean about it before any damage was done. I'll take it from here and get the equipment sorted out. Here's the credits I promised. I'm also throwing in some ore to repay you for what you got us before, and then some. We'll be able to recoup it in no time with these new tools. Thanks for all your help. We couldn't have done it without you.
Holy crap, he gave me 50 iron.
Mining's fair work, but you can't take it all so seriously, I always tell my mates. We're pulling rocks out of the ground, not building spaceships.
Sidonia in celebrating over 275 years.
Well, that's the idea, anyway. Now, if we fail to meet our quotas, it'll be our own fault, not the bloody machines failing to do their job. Shame we didn't have enough left over to fix old Gnome over there. Would have been nice to have another functional robot around. It's fine anyway. I think we've gotten used to that old broken down talking computer just the way he is. Great, now that you helped us get that new equipment, What a difference it makes. We're pumping out yields that would have taken twice the crew before. As I'm sure you know, we're responsible for supplying resources to Deimos Star Yards, which in turn is responsible for supplying UC naval vessels. That, among other major projects, makes us one of the United Colony's most important mining operations. The prestige and pay that comes with it almost makes up for being stationed at the arse end of the settled systems in the middle of nowhere. Later, mate.
Since you helped us out with the equipment and all, I was wondering if I could talk to you.
You probably should wear a respirator.
We'll get to that. Will you listen to what I have to say first? It's probably not, but I can't afford to go get it looked at.
Quit coughing on me.
No idea. Some sort of lung rot. Maybe from all the Martian dust that kicks up in here. Or it could be something worse. It's not a matter of money. There's more to it than that. Actually, maybe this is wrong. You're a total stranger. Forget I said anything. Really? That bad? Well, it's clear you want to help. Maybe I can trust you. See, I'd like to go to Reliant Medical for treatment, but my father, Nathan, is an executive with the Reliant. I came to Sidonia to escape him. Nathan is not a good man. Not to me. And I did something terrible to him, so now he is searching far and wide for me. He has connections with doctors throughout the settled systems. I don't know which ones I can trust, and it won't end well for me if they snitch to him. After my mother died in an accident, he changed. He became obsessed with my protection, but he never listened to what that was doing to me. It got worse and worse. First, it was no traveling in ships without one of his pilots. Then no parties, no drinking, no leaving the house. I obeyed. But he didn't trust me, so he started monitoring everything I did. It became so bad, he once locked me in my room for 2 days after an argument. Can you believe that? A prisoner in my own home. Every day there was yelling, lack of freedom, threats. I had to escape my prison. But
Your voice sounds familiar.
I am trapped. It's a risk I have to take. Yes, my condition is getting worse, but there's a chance it will clear up on its own. If my father finds me, well, I know my father and I fear for my safety. That is a definite. It's worse than you think. I didn't just run away from him. I knocked him unconscious, then stole his ship while he was out cold. Trust me, it was warranted at the time. After I ditched it above Aquila, I bounced around the settled systems until I landed here. It's the last place I thought he'd find me. But all that changes if I pop up in the Reliant database. He'll know I'm in Sidonia, and he'll never stop looking for me. Last I heard, he no longer cares for my safety. He only wants revenge. I have little doubt he would throw me in jail for as long as possible. Or worse. Trevor tells me you're skilled in dealing with people. Maybe you could try to reason with my father, or maybe scare him into backing off. But you should know.
You
He's
are our
powerful
guest.
and dangerous.
Oh, so Roger, thank you for
You
liking.
must be careful. If it works, I'll be free. If not, well, at least he still won't know where to find me. What do you think? He wasn't always the way he is. It wasn't until after my mother died that he changed. Grew angry, dangerous. He was no longer himself. You could try mentioning her by name. Belinda. He misses her greatly. Thinking about her tends to calm him down. It's worth
Well,
a
hopefully
try.
your father's not Ron Hope, because I killed him.
It just so happens there's a conference he goes to on Neon around this time of year. He always stays at Hotel Volai. He won't see visitors he doesn't know, but maybe he'll talk if you tell him you're there on my behalf. It's risky, but maybe he'll listen if he knows you mean him no harm. I've got it. Bring him a bottle of his favorite whiskey, Red Harvest Reserve. Say it's... Say it's a peace offering from me. That whiskey is exceedingly rare. I'm sure it will pique his interest enough to hear what you have to say.
I've seen a lot of that whiskey. It's not that rare.
As much as possible, yes. I intend to patch things up with him and work with him on our mutual issues. I believe with therapy we could repair our relationship, as damaged as it is. Or if you discover it is irreparable, at least you could put the fear of God in him, and that should deter him from taking further action. There may be, but getting him to listen to you is the key here. And what I've told you is the surest way I can think of. There was a time he had a falling out with his brother, and that whiskey did the trick to bring them back together. With that gift, he will know I am sincere. Good luck. You can check with Jack at the Broken Spear for the whiskey. He may have some or know where to get it. And thank you so much for trying to help me.
A reminder that Bring Your Child to Work Day is not an officially sanctioned holiday, and that it is not advised to allow children into potentially dangerous work sites. Keep our children safe. Keep them out of harm's way. Thank you from the Sidonia Department of Labor.
Go bring your child workday to the mines. Where's that robot? Is this the robot?
Unable to move from this spot for over 7 years. I have also been programmed not to complain about it.
Particle detonation.
Hello, stranger. I am known. What can I do for you?
Or remain seated in the event of unforeseen.
I was activated 17 years ago. I malfunctioned and have been in disrepair and unable to move for over 9 years. Repairs are too costly, and I am well past my warranty expiration. Now, my primary function is that of an automated personal assistant. It was chosen over deactivation. I can make general announcements and relay messages from one registered miner to another. And I can report about local news. All news and information has been supplied by employees of Deimos's mining operations. I also have been programmed with a limited selection of jokes, but I have been told to warn you, they are not good.
Let's hear a joke.
Why did the snowman need a moist towelette? Because his arms were sticky.
Ah!
My doctor told me I need to cancel my camping trip and sell my circus tickets. She said I needed to avoid activities that are intense. Intense.
Ah!
Where does a general keep his armies? In his sleeveys.
Ah!
How can you tell a bad joke from a good joke? A bad joke is fully grown.
Ah!
My friend was having trouble getting people to sign up for her hide-and-seek contest. It turns out, good players are hard to find.
Ah!
I could tell you a joke about paper, but it's terrible.
Ah!
How does a moon cut his hair? Eclipse it.
Ah!
I am a great computer, but I'm very tight-lipped. If you ask me what I get when I subtract 7,642 from 7,642, I will say nothing.
Ah!
Why did the miner eat her headlamp? Because she wanted a light snack.
Ah!
I can only list 25 out of the 26 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why.
Ah!
Did you hear about the outdoor restaurant on Phobos? The food is good, but it lacks atmosphere.
Ah!
I slept like a log last night. I woke up in a fireplace.
Ah!
I used to be a trash compactor in a shoe store. I had to leave that job because it was soul crushing.
Ah!
I am reading a book on the effects of anti-gravity. I just can't put it down.
Ah! That one was actually not bad.
What is the best way to throw a party in space? You plan it.
Ah! He's getting better?
I was going to tell you a joke about construction, but I'm still putting it together.
Ah!
Why do spacers who live in asteroid belts put beef chunks in their soap? They're accustomed to meteor showers.
Ah! What am I doing?
What do you call alien organisms that live in swamps? Martians.
Ah!
Why wasn't the scuba diver invited to the company executive's beach party? Because he was below sea level.
Ah! You ever watch the stream? Like, really? I always do this.
When is a joke considered a dad joke? When it's apparent.
Ah!
I am out of jokes. Would you like to hear them again? I can repeat them forever, and they will be just as funny. I promise.
Oh, it's fine.
No doom with this quake. A helpful reminder that subterranean particle fracking has resumed after its recent hiatus. Residents and workers alike are encouraged to heed the warning announcements and brace themselves for any turbulence when the blasts go off. Thankfully, you can rest easy knowing that detonations no longer occur at all hours of the night. Feel free to toss your alarm clocks, however, because they resume bright and early every morning. Sorry, you must be an employee of Deimos Star Yards to access the messaging function, and you are not.
I am, technically.
Don't forget, this month's target goals have been increased by 5%. Failure to meet your new goal may result in termination of your current contract. Good thing you do not work here. Then my instructions are to sit here, do nothing, and be ignored. My programming indicates these are 3 of my favorite things.
Particle detonation concluded. It is now
Can't fix them, eh?
normal activity.
There's a psychologist? Let's go talk to the psychologist.
Have you checked your air filters lately? The city of Sidonia recommends checking your filtration unit every 2 weeks for old, faulty, or improperly fitted filters. Martian dust is a leading cause of respiratory illness. Remember, keep it breezy so you don't get wheezy.
Yeah, every time, like every single time I read jokes, so you know, if I got Chat GPT to tell us some jokes or there's a joke in the game, I always do the same thing. Unless it's like a super good joke.
Serving drinks, we get a lot of new faces passing through here. What's your poison? I am, but you don't look like the type that could afford it.
I have millions of dollars, dude.
Came through here asking about it was none other than Governor Hurst. Didn't even want to drink it. Said he was buying it to put it on display in his office or something. Seems like a waste, but whatever. You paid up. Now you got my attention. This ought to be good. You're gonna have to be more convincing than that. I smell bullshit. You do realize it sounds like you're trying to swindle me here, right? Why didn't you say so? I know Rivka's story. Will this really help her? I think you may be right. I hear you. Tell you what, I'll do this as a favor for Rivka. She's been through a lot. I'll only charge you what I paid for the whiskey years ago. Pay me that, and it's yours. I sure hope you're not pulling my leg about this whole thing, or else I just let all that money slip away. You better do justice for Rivka.
Red Harvest Reserve.
Howdy.
Where's the psychologist thing here? Better get the psych eval while we're here, eh?
How goes?
So much to do. Oh, damn it. Oh, gosh, I'm so sorry. That wasn't directed at you at all. I'm just really stressed out at the moment. You're fine. Actually, maybe you can help me? I'm aware of what you did for Trevor. Don't worry, I'm not gonna say anything to Peter. I feel like I can trust you. I'm Gilly. I'm a psychologist working for Deimos, and I've been utterly swamped with work lately, trying to make a deadline. I could use a hand tracking down some of our employees and delivering psychological questionnaires to them.
It seems our assistance could be useful, provided it does not in some way violate confidentiality or potentially taint the results.
It's not as sinister as you think. Basically, Deimos invests heavily in its employees and operations. In order to protect those investments, I was hired to perform periodic psychological evaluations. The company wants to identify potential erratic behavior patterns that might jeopardize the company's investments and work with their employees to correct them. You can? Ah, wow, thanks. I don't even know who I've got left in the stack, but take a look at the names and track them down. When they've all filled out the forms, just bring them back to me and I'll go through them. Just tell them you're assisting Gilly. Oh, and don't read what they write down. It's supposed to be confidential. Thanks again.
While Sidonian City Ordinance 5.8 concerning graffiti, street art, and vandalism is still in effect, a permit has been retroactively
It's not
granted for the
easy
artist
coordinating.
behind the
I
Space
could
Rock
never
posters.
leave these people behind. A psychological evaluation? Are you kidding me? Gilly, I'm the one who ordered this program in the first place. Do I really need to go through with this?
I'm well aware, but you are an employee and it is company policy that everyone gets one.
Okay, fine. Let me have it. Okay, this isn't so bad. Easy. Yep. Mm-hmm. You really want to know that? Huh? Okay. And done. There you go. Remind me to make myself and the other execs exempt from these in the future. We wouldn't be where we are if we were a liability.
Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors. Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Did Stephanie have me turned down or something? Or why is she responding to Timothy there? And when I let her know the answer to that.
Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
Or maybe Timothy's my interpreter.
I'd take a bullet for any miner on this bit. Sure, hand it here. Let's see. No. 10. No. No. Good. No. And there it is. Is that it? When you've been here as long as I have, you don't really have much more to say. This is just procedure to make the suits happy. They know I'm good. Anyway, see you around.
You're back.
Hey there. You a new hire? I thought all our positions were full. Oh? Interesting. Usually she comes down here herself if she needs something. I'm glad she's finally got an assistant. Anyway, I'm Andres. Nice to meet you. Something else I can help you with?
Andre. I'm sorry.
Let's just say that I've made enough here to retire early if I wanted to, and do something else with my life. Still not sure that's what I want yet, though. Other operations? I'd probably have to put in another 10, 15 years to get to where I am today. Deimos seems to prioritize its employees, which is a nice change of pace from the industry. Just for mining, not work entirely. I think about it every time my contract comes up. See, I'm quite a few systems away from my family. I get to see them whenever I get the chance, but it's hard watching my kid grow up without me. And it's not easy on his mom either. I'm conflicted because the job pays so well, and I want to earn enough so that my kid never has to do what I did to make ends meet. Yeah, I know. It's gonna take some real soul searching to figure it out. I have a feeling it's gonna be one of those cases where whatever I choose, it'll be the right decision, and yet the wrong decision all at once. Time will tell. About 15 years now. It's good work. Good money. Only problem is that it keeps me away from my family. They live well, but I hardly see them. Who knows? Maybe this is the year I let my contract renewal lapse and I finally retire. Heart of Mars? Oh, you best not get mixed up in that. I'm not gonna stop you, but don't tell me I didn't try to warn you. Nothing good can come of it. Oh, is it that time already? Sure. This'll only take a moment. Let's see. Yep. Uh-huh. Oh, no. Mm-hmm. That question again? Well, all right. Okay, that should do it. Here you go. Tell her I said hi, will you?
Reminder, please report any incidents of heat leeches to ship services and/or Sidonia security.
My guy's like a kangaroo. Jump, jump, jump around.
This life ain't.
I know it's tempting, but please don't read the employee responses when you get them. You've got all those
Didn't look at
calls
them at
today
all.
returned. Anyone give you any trouble, other than Leona?
I heard that.
No. You're just a nice person who agreed to help someone in need during a bad situation. This is a one-time thing. Technically, you're not even supposed to do that. But honestly, we're all overworked up here, and you can't really do any damage. So, hey. Oh, that's nice to know. This is still a fairly new process, but we've done a few of them now, so I'm glad they're taking it in stride. I'm not usually one to ask others to do my work, but you really helped me out big time, and I appreciate it. Here's a little something, as thanks.
Deimos Staryard acknowledges the efforts of its citizens to make our city a happy and productive place to work. Thank you for your daily contributions to our
I think I'm going off to volley, volley, volley. Yep.
Ah, Neon. The house that Aurora has built.
I wonder if this is supposed to be like Las Vegas, sort of.
Yep. It's nice to see you today. Oh, how nice! His daughter must be feeling very generous to be sending him something like that. Mr. Ovadia is in his room on the 3rd floor. I'll buzz him and let him know you're on your way.
How am I supposed to get in there?
You can use the elevator. Please, be courteous to our guests. Yep. I've got an open room for you. Are you planning on an extended... I love to hear it. Let me know if you need anything.
I didn't mean to end it for a week, but whatever. Maybe if we do it.
Last night was enlightening. I hope to learn more next time.
I suspect this quest is bugged, apparently. Unless he's there only during certain times. Says okay. We'll load up. Just go to the third floor without talking to her. Walk next to the door. And go back down and talk to her. Weird, but whatever. You're still here.
Welcome to the hotel. Are you here to book a room? Oh, how nice. His daughter must be feeling very generous to be sending him. Mr. Ovadia is in his room on the 3rd floor. I'll buzz him.
Worked.
Well, let's make this quick. Red Harvest Reserve, huh? I assume this is from my daughter. Well, she knows how to get my attention. So what then? You're working with her? She thinks this will be enough to smooth things over between us? Of course it was. Ah, I should have not been so blind. You have no idea what you're doing. You need to tell me where she is this instant. My own daughter assaults me in my own home, steals my personal spacecraft, then runs off to who knows where. Now you think a friendly little chat is going to smooth it all over and make things better? How foolish do you think I am? You realize what she did to me, don't you? I have every right to be angry and wish to see her punished. My daughter knows me well. Maybe she is serious about this. Belinda. Oh, I miss her. No. You're right. She would be disgusted with who I've become. I've been dishonoring her memory with my actions. She would really put her own life at risk due to me. She puts me in a difficult position. She needs to face consequences. Yet, I do not wish her to die. I don't disagree with you. I suppose I've overreacted. She was young, and while foolish, she is still my daughter. And Rivka is all I have left of my wife. I would do her a disservice to incriminate her daughter like that. She told you about that. I'm not proud of it. I've wrestled with it ever since my wife died. I have been a terrible father. It will be up to Rivka how she wants me to make amends, and I will do whatever it takes. If she wants money, she'll get it. If she wants me to go to therapy, I will. Whatever it takes. I promise. Yes. Tell her I will drop the charges immediately and call off the bounty hunters. And I suppose I will seek her out to talk. I may just need a little time to figure out how to say what I need to say. Thank you.
As they say, calling off the bounty hunters is usually the first step to a family reconciliation.
No doubt.
I should be mad at you, but I think I am merely mad at myself.
What else you got in your room here? Anything good? None of those magazines or anything? No. Pretty cool fountain. Oops. It looks like we're gonna get the family back together. All about family.
Ah, whenever I eat here, I cannot help but taste dust and dirt.
Zero days without incident.
Always want to know.
Holy crap, dude. Run away.
Just found out my request for more paid time off for us senior miners was approved.
Or else work and
Can't wait to
everything
take a
else
trip
is
home
dull.
and surprise my family.
Yeah, I approved that, buddy.
Mine in the red, planning ain't easy. Later.
I received an urgent message from my father. He's dropped the charges. It will still be difficult. There's a lot we need to speak about, but I think we may be able to mend our relationship, thanks to you. I doubt it will come to that, but yes. I now know I have a friend I can count on when I'm in trouble. Yes. It sounded sincere. I can tell. And if I'm being truthful, I secretly hoped he would come to his senses. Of course, we will be taking things slow. There is a lot of trust to rebuild. But he acknowledged and apologized for his past behavior. That is a good first step, and I'm willing to let him back into my life, bit by bit, as long as he proves his words and commits to change. Without your intervention, this would not have been possible. And I can finally treat this. Thank you. I cannot repay you enough. Things between my father and I are going slow, but we'll get there.
All right. Guess it's time for bed. Just go up the stairs or something so I know where the heck I am.
meeting at close. My workers are happy.
I know, right? I feel like I caught them in a lie, but maybe I'm wrong.
I wouldn't call them out on it.
This is a courtesy reminder that despite the low gravity on Mars, a fall into Sidonia's lower level is still likely to result in injury or death. Please exercise caution near balcony edges.
Right. Save there. So thank you for whatever role you played today. Those who shared, Esther gave some stars earlier. Stephanie's still here. Timothy. Fire Devil. Whoever's still out and about. Do you like men without hats? 86% said yes. Don't forget to check out my YouTube. Link is in the video description. Hopefully nobody clicked on that spam link just in case it's a virus. I'm trying to gain access to your account or something. But, yeah. Have a good night. Thanks for being here. Hopefully you enjoyed the jokes earlier. Nobody typed LOL. They're pretty bad jokes, though.